Hi guys, my name's Elliot Timothy Harlin Bethel, and I am a energy worker, a master faster and a storyteller. And the reason I'm going to say storyteller is there's no need for fact checkers on any of this, because what I'm telling you is a story, and how you perceive it and what you take from it is totally up to you. So I've been away from this channel for roughly about 3 or 4 months now, and I've been working on various different projects which I'm really excited to bring to you in the new year. I am currently recording a fasting program which is around 14 hours long, 14-hour-long sessions, which for those of you that have tried to work with me over the past 18 months, I have taken roughly around 1,200 people and guided 1,200 people through a 7-day fast in the last 18 months. And this has included a 72-hour dry fast, which around 20% of these people have actually gone on to do a 7-day hard dry fast as well, which subconsciously leaves you wide open to thinking, what else is it that I can do that I've been told I can't do? Growing up, we're told a lot of things which put us into a paradigm or a program in our subconscious, and therefore sets limiting beliefs and stops us from exploring things that we are perfectly capable of doing. And it's only ourselves, it's nothing else, that actually limits ourselves. And until we start breaking through some of these paradigms and boundaries and barriers, then we start saying, oh, what's the next thing I can do? What's the next thing I can do? What's the next thing I can do? And being away for the last 3 or 4 months, I've really dived into various plant medicines and frog and toad medicines, and really explored not just who I am, but what I am, and found some really, really interesting things which I'll be talking about and making various documentaries about. Today I want to talk to you guys about a story that I wanted to talk about probably about 18 months ago, but didn't actually feel confident enough to speak about it. And that is that we have roughly 114 chakras or energy centers within our body, and these form like electrical ley lines like the earth has for energy and electricity to pass through. Now, many of us have heard the story that we have junk DNA. And from what I've been shown and from what I've been channeling for the last 3 or 4 years is that this is not in fact junk DNA. This is in fact dormant DNA that fell dormant over a 26,500 year, which some like to call a dark age. I prefer to actually term it as an iron age, where the human race fell into our lower 3 energy centers. We have 7 main energy centers that run up through the column. We have root chakra, sacral, solar plexus, heart, throat, third eye, and crown chakra. Now I'm going to keep pointing out this crown chakra, because what happens over a 26,500 year dark age, or iron age as I prefer to call it, is our energy sinks down into our lower 3 energy centers. Now when this happens, the root chakra is mainly it mainly runs on fear and sexual energy and things like this. So what happens is we're controlled by a lot of fear, we're controlled by a lot of sexual energy. And over the last, from 2012 to 2020, we've really started to rise through these energy centers, and many have started to activate their heart chakra and then come from a place of love and compassion. And then we started to activate our throat chakras and started to speak our truth and integrity. And what this has done is this is really forcing things that have been lying, forcing things that have not been of a loving nature to start to get a light shone on. And now their shadows are coming to light. And now governments and things that are telling lies are really getting put under the spotlight. So it's like, fuck, everything's coming to the light now, and it's coming very, very quickly. Because I wrote a little article probably about 18 months ago on my Facebook page, R666HA13, that we'd hit a Rubicon of awakened people where there was no going back. From that point onwards, it's just washing the dregs out and bringing as much shadows to light as possible. So technically, people that are worrying about what's going on now are just adding to it, whereas the people that are just like, whatever, just crack on now because this is all bullshit, they're actually helping this move on to the next stage. And I'm going to go through my perspective and a story that I believe explains this. So we have the 7 main energy centers, and a lot of people have reached this 7th energy center, which is the crown energy center. Now, once you reach this, you regain the 5 energy centers above you, which is your connection to source. A lot of you have probably found that you're eating a lot less meat, you're eating really natural foods, you're not even wanting to eat 3 times a day, you're probably only wanting to eat once a day. Some of you might have moved on to soups and liquids. You're finding that you are becoming lighter. And when I say lighter, I don't just mean brighter, you're becoming lighter in physicality. So as you become lighter, your vibration rises, and as your vibration rises, you eat less dense foods, because the more dense foods you eat, the more you descend into a third dimensional, eating the apple Adam and Eve descended. When you start to move on to liquids and then start to do a lot of breath work and start to do a lot of grounding, which is a lot of the things that I teach, your vibration starts to raise, you start to increase your connection through your crown chakra to your 5 energy centers above. Now, please do your own research, and I ask you to Google how many times 12, the number 12 comes up in the Bible. Jesus had 12 disciples, there's 12 dimensions within man, there's 12 months, there's 12 star signs. The number 12 is very, very important to the human race. 7 energy centers, 5 above. We're activating the full 12 centers within us. Now, the story I'm going to tell you is that if you was of a nature, which I would never be, because I know that this comes back, because karma means what is returned to you. If you wanted to stop something like this from happening on a subconscious level, how would you go about doing it? Now, I ask you, there's a beer called Corona. Take a look at the sign on it. It's a crown. Please Google what does Corona mean. And Corona, when you look it up, it actually means crown, or the aura of plasma that surrounds the sun. Now, we are the sons of God. Now, I'm going to tell you another story, and this is 50 from the Gospel of Thomas, which was left out of the Bible, but look up 50 Gospel of Thomas. And this is my perception of that paragraph. We are basically light. We're pure light, and we brought ourselves into manifestation through vibration and frequency. And the term in this phrase is repose. It's escaped me right now, but my version and how I perceived it was vibration and frequency. So crown, vibration, frequency, light. Now, when you walk around the shopping centres, and this became very, very apparent to me today because I was out doing a little bit of shopping, the signs everywhere say, please stop the spread of coronavirus. Now, there's so many subconscious things playing out at the moment, with masks being worn, which stops human connection. The people that are waking up on this level and have activated this crown chakra, which is then fully connected to their super consciousness. So we have our conscious mind, we have our subconscious mind, and we have our super conscious mind. And when you activate your crown chakra, this is when you activate your super conscious. This is when you start getting information, your intuition becomes very strong because your third eye is very tuned in. Your gut instinct becomes very strong. You start thinking less and you start acting on feeling and intuition more, which ultimately leads you to more synchronicities. And Joseph Campbell, who there's a great, if you're sitting at home and you're wondering what to watch, there's a great documentary called The Power of the Myth on Netflix at the moment. It's a 5-part series, and this guy co-wrote the Star Wars films, and he put lots of esoteric meanings in the Star Wars films, like using the Force and connected to certain things. And when Luke slays Darth Vader and then realizes that Darth Vader was actually himself, he was just his shadow self. There's lots of little hints that are going on now. You're being shown that what you're seeing in your reality is kind of a reflection of what you are. There's a great book by a lady, which I'm going to post in the description, basically talking about how everything is a reflection of us. Now, I'd like to tell you to just take what resonates from this, because this is what I have been working on through myself over the last 4 years. This is what I've seen. This is just a story. This is some of my beliefs. Take what resonates and let the rest pass like clouds in the sky. Just fuck it off. It's of no use to you if it doesn't resonate. But this is just a different perspective to look at, and it's a story, so there's no facts involved. Just enjoy, and please do let me know what you think in the comments. I'm going to try and keep this to 10 minutes. But I'm really happy and excited to be posting more videos again, and they're going to be a lot more frequent again, like they used to be. Thanks for watching this, and please like, share, subscribe. Cheers.